hail to the people of Philippines, New Zealand, and Taiwan. I think we've got a fire alarm going on in the background.
For a good reason.
I know if
this is the last ever time we're ever going to broadcast into your 3 beautiful countries, all of which we finally liberated from the tyranny of our crap.
Yeah, very, very true. Talking about being liberated, Rog, this was it. Championship Sunday, the final 9 games of the Premier League season, all played simultaneously. Rog,
bit crap.
Well, it's a bit crap because
unless you're an Arsenal fan.
The ending. We knew the ending, Rog, and primarily the ending. The entire story of this season was about Leicester City.
It was, and a miraculous day, unbelievable by the Premier League scriptwriters dispatching them to Stamford Bridge.
Where else?
Where the new title holders had to get a guard of honour fittingly, beautifully, poetically.
From the defending champions, Rog.
It was an amazing sight to behold, because if you think about it, if you move backwards, Davo, to August, when Leicester City fans received the schedule and they looked at this day, what would they have thought?
Oh, that's the game we're going to have to win to stay up.
Yeah.
Probably.
And Chelsea fans would have thought, we need 3 points if it's a close title race, so we're going to lift it all again.
Yeah.
Football, you make fools out of us all.
It really does. The game ends 1-1. Fabregas scores a penalty for Chelsea, but really this day was about Leicester City, not about the football.
How Claudio Ranieri must have thought when he walked out to a field at Stamford Bridge, a stadium which had spurned him, which had disgraced him, which had covered him in scorn. They've kind of airbrushed out the history. They did false smiles. They were like, oh, wonderful, you're one of our own.
Yeah. Well, look, we've airbrushed. He spent 4 years at Chelsea, Rog, and a lot of Chelsea fans loved him. At the end, the Tinkerman stuff, but he is our longest-serving manager in a single spell in the Premier League. But it is
I care about emotions, not numbers, Davo, not servitude, not slavery.
Truth. Not truth.
The only moment that Abramovich really smiled was right at the end of a very dull 1-1 draw when John Terry walked out onto that field and bowed down to the Stamford Bridge audience. And he smiled in the most bizarre, almost reptilian way. He knew, as he clapped and grinned, he was a man who had complete leverage in a contract renegotiation.
We'll see. The biggest one-year deal for a defender of all time. We'll see what happens. Drinkwater's goal, Roger, fitting way to end the season for Leicester.
Fitting because it was dodgy goalkeeping, which has marred Chelsea's pockmarked season all year round. Very odd season for Chelsea. Will it be an aberration? We will wait and see. We could say the same about Leicester City. What's fascinating about this Leicester miracle that we're all becoming inured to is that no one, Davo, is tipping Leicester for next season.
I know. Well, no one knows if they're going to keep the triumvirate, Rog, Riyad Mahrez, N'Golo Kante, and Jamie Vardy.
Yeah, it's fascinating. As you are handicapping next season, and your handicappers in your respective countries that we will not be part of next season because we're being bounced of your beautiful countries and banned forever.
Banned.
Just can you count how many of them are going to put Leicester in the top 4 next season? I prophesise, David. I bet you 5,000 to 1 odds it'll be.
Well, I think it would be more reasonable to put them in the top 4 than Chelsea under rookie Premier League manager Antonio Conte. Okay, Rog, the real thing going on Championship Sunday was the battle.
We didn't think it would be a real thing.
Another St. Totteringham's Day.
Go on.
Rog, St. Totteringham's Day. It's a movable feast. It's a feast that for 20 years in a row, Arsenal fans have celebrated the day that it's been mathematically impossible for Tottenham to catch them in the table. Could they do it a record 21st?
They shouldn't have been in this position. This was surging Tottenham, buccaneering Tottenham, great Tottenham, the best team in the league.
Last few weeks, Tottenham.
The wheels have come off and then some. But they were playing Newcastle here. They needed 1 point.
Newcastle with nothing to play for.
Apart from
nothing
the players
to play for.
Begging to get the hell out of Newcastle for next season, which, as we found out, was incredible motivation for them. Because Tottenham, mentally exhausted young Tottenham, tried to play their high-pressing game, but they played it with mental exhaustion. And Newcastle counter-attacked and played right through it.
Without Dembele,
savage and brutal.
without Dele Alli. Rog, they go 2-0 down, goals from Wijnaldum and Mitrovic. They pull one back, and then Mitrovic, not surprisingly, gets himself sent off, Rog, for a horrible, horrible challenge on Kyle Walker. Against 10 men, Spurs conspire to concede 3 more goals. They lose 5-1. It is the 21st advent of St. Totteringham's Day.
And at the end, when poor Pochettino dropped his head into his hands,
more.
My heart broke. It really did. We feel for you, Tottenham fans. Arsenal fans, however, fascinating, fantastic win. Fantastic win. I mean, Giroud, world-class striker again.
Yes.
Wenger, we want him to stay forever.
Yes.
Second,
Yeah.
the future's...
You're getting the same emails as me today from all the Arsenal fans.
Amazing. Can I just tell you, to me, Arsenal season is gold-plated dog turd.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. But because of what happened on the last season, and this ultimately might be Tottenham's genius, they have lulled Arsenal fans into believing again.
It's amazing. It is a miracle. It is a miracle. That is a St. Totteringham's Day miracle.
I believe
Rog.
Tottenham may have lost the battle in humiliating fashion.
I like this.
They could have won the war, though.
We will see. Arsenal, we talked about the Giroud hat-trick. 3 goals against Aston Villa.
Hat-trick and he's still crap.
Yeah. Hat-trick and he's still crap, Rog. He's very good looking, though. 4-0 they win. Bye-bye, Aston Villa. You're not going to get missed very much in the Premier League. In other games, Rog, Swansea 1, Manchester City 1. Manchester City win the point, Rog, that takes them into the Champions League for Pep Guardiola
in the battle
next year.
Which side in Manchester is more crap and disappointing this season? It looks like City have won that battle, David.
Yeah, Manchester United have got to play a game against Bournemouth, Rog.
Yeah, the game that's sending shockwaves around the world.
Yeah, and Tuesday night, the game in which Rashford and those other
young
England players don't want to get injured, so they've got a chance of going to the Euros. Are just going to hope it gets to the end with no incident. Stoke City 2, West Ham 1. Rog, West Ham very excited to see them next season. Stoke, very inconsistent team this weekend, but their fans have some hope for next year. Southampton beat Crystal Palace 4-1.
Read the results one more time, David.
Southampton 4, Crystal Palace 1. Everton 3, Norwich City 0. Well done, Rog.
Don't
nice
patronise
way
me.
to end the season.
Don't patronise me with
Watford
your
2, Sunderland 2. Well done, Sam Allardyce. Goodbye, Kike. Goodbye, Kike.
Said a lot of goodbyes. We said goodbye to Tim Howard, a great servant. John Terry, possibly going. Many wish he was. I've got a feeling he'll be back. He's like a floaty in the toilet. And also goodbye to shirtless Newcastle fan. We don't know your name. You're in every match broadcast from St James's Park. We will miss you.
Somehow not goodbye to West Bromwich Albion. They tied Liverpool on the final day of the season.
Good luck
the worst
in the
team
Europa
I
League
saw
final.
all year, and they're still in the league. Good luck, Liverpool. Good luck, Liverpool. Thank you, people of New Zealand, the Philippines.
We've loved being with you. These are some of my favourite minutes of the week.
That's our best work.
Can I just tell you?
Which tells you something about our work.
My week after I finished looking at the camera to you, these countries, these beautiful countries for whom I've fallen in love without ever setting foot in your territory. I've never been to any of these countries.
Sarah,
I
Jennifer,
long, in my dream life, my mind dislocates from my current corpus and floats across the many oceans that divide us.
Wow.
And I dream about coming to your countries, just reveling in your football love, your football glory. It lifts me on the wing of angels.
Very long flight.
Now that joy, that brief joy, that fleeting joy has been ripped from our hands, and all is for naught, all is for misery. We're very grateful to all of you in New Zealand who have put us on your platforms.
Yes.
And we, like you, look forward to joining the Dole queue.